I don't know how I got here. Do you know where I am? It's cold in here and I'm all alone. Where did my family go? My bed? My toy? It's cramped in here, and all I hear is the barking and crying of other dogs. I thought I was a good boy. If I did anything wrong, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so excited when you got home from work, and I didn't mean to bark at the squirrel in the yard. Please come back and take me home. I miss you. It's been a couple months now. I don't feel myself anymore. I know my owners aren't coming back to get me, and I often sit all alone, dreaming of the days where I was loved. I've seen other dogs get their second chance. Why not me? Why am I still here? Why does nobody want me? I can only imagine the heartbreak of an animal as they have been surrendered by their owners to a shelter, and the thoughts that must go through their head. As a pet owner myself, who has adopted a dog from a rescue center, I know firsthand how amazing it is to give an animal a second chance at a forever home, and understand why people often use the phrase, "I didn't rescue my dog rescued me." Today I will persuade you to adopt an animal from a shelter rather than buying one from a breeder or a puppy mill. I hope to impress upon you how a shelter is the perfect way to match an animal with an owner due to personality tests conducted and how it's financially cheaper to adopt. I hope after listening to this speech, you will consider how adoption offers a pet a second chance at a forever home and choose adoption in the future. What if you could choose an animal and without even bringing them home, you already knew they were the perfect match? Dr. Rebecca Rouge Galley, a chief of community practice at Colorado State University's Veterinary Teaching Hospital, conducted a study on the top 5 reasons to adopt a shelter dog. Shelters conduct personality assessments on all animals that come into the shelter. These studies help you to meet your match and identify the personalities of pets up for adoption. Shelters use a variety of different methods to label an animal. They may say they are a goofball who loves attention, or a busy bee that likes to go for walks and adventures. This method helps to assist in the selection of the type of pet you are looking for. Pre-adoption assessments also provide important information regarding whether a pet gets along with other pets or children. If during the assessment process a shelter finds a dog or cat is not well socialized, they will exhaust every effort to get the pets accustomed to the people and the environment before placing them up for adoption. If they are unsuccessful in their attempts, they will disclose this information before allowing the pets to be adopted. Pre-assessments are a very effective tool in eliminating the number of pets returned for not getting along with other members of the family. We all know it can be expensive to add a fur baby to the family. You have the cost of the essentials, the bedding, the food, the toys, and then you have the medical expense. You need to make sure they are neutered and they're up to date on all of their shots. Adoption is here to make that all easier for you. Usually when you buy a dog from a breeder or a shop, the price is just for the animal and does not include any other shots or medical procedures that need to be done. NBC San Diego conducted a study on shelter animals and found they are often healthier than any animals bought elsewhere. Upon entering a shelter, animals undergo full physicals, and many shelters have veterinary clinics on site to treat any medical issues that may arise. These veterinarians are there to make sure animals are in tip-top shape before they are adopted. According to the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, many pets from stores or breeders never undergo a medical examination. These animals can carry diseases ranging from parasites to pneumonia, as well as any other physical disabilities. The Humane Society of the United States also makes it a point to say that one of the top 3 reasons to adopt a shelter pet is because of the cost to spay or neuter the animal. The average cost to neuter a male dog is $200. The average cost to adopt an animal is $60 to $150. This includes the spay and the neuter, the first vaccinations, and in some cases even microchipping. In addition to saving money on medical expenses of a pet, another way shelter dogs are the more affordable option is because they are already housebroken. How fantastic is that? You get to take them home, not worry about taking them to the vet, and not worry about them ruining any carpets or furniture. As you can see, there are many positive factors when it comes to adopting a shelter pet. If I haven't convinced you yet, let's get into the fact that it opens the door for you to be able to provide an animal a second chance at a home. Remember that sad pet that I mentioned in the beginning? You could change their life forever. The Humane Society reported that 2.7 million adoptable cats and dogs are euthanized in the United States each year. Can we just take a second to think about that? 2.7 million adoptable pets are killed each year simply because too many pets are coming into the shelters and not as many enough people are coming in to consider them for adoption. An added bonus, Austin Thompson, writer of 25 Benefits of Adopting a Rescue Dog, found that by adopting a pet from a shelter, you are changing their life forever. But you are also saving the life of another animal in the same aspect. Adopting a pet opens up space in the shelter that can be filled by another future pet, and supporting your local shelter helps aid their mission to save many more animals. If you're hung up on the idea that you want a specific breed, don't worry. There's a wide variety of networks for breed-specific rescues out there. Hop on your phone and look up some shelters around you, and you can get the dog of your dreams without going to a breeder or a puppy mill. You won't only be changing the life of a shelter pet, they will also change your life. Pets require a lot of attention, especially dogs who need to go outside every couple of hours. This gives owners a reason to get up off the couch and be active. According to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, pet owners have been shown to have lower blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and feelings of loneliness. We have the capability of drastically decreasing the number of euthanized animals if we open up our hearts and decide to adopt a shelter pet and make them part of their family. If you're sitting there thinking you would love to get involved and help better the lives of shelter pets, and you just can't commit to adopting a pet right now, there are many other ways that you can get involved. Maybe you can't commit forever to a pet, but you would be available to foster a pet. Many shelters depend on fosters, especially kitten fosters, in order to provide all the pets with the care that they require. Another way is to volunteer. Most shelters are understaffed, and there is a lot to do when it comes to caring for a pet and finding them their forever home. Each shelter has its own specific volunteer opportunities, but most include walking the dogs, providing cats with attention, caring for the animals, cleaning the cages, and even working community events. If you're a photographer, you'd be amazed at the simplicity of how providing well-taken photographs will increase the chances of a pet's chance of being adopted. And of course, making a donation. Donations are a powerful tool in aiding to keep shelters up and running. Monetary donations help cover medical costs of injured pets, but you can donate more than money. Shelters have what's called a wish list. These lists include food, towels, blankets, toys, litter, and much more. If you want to find your perfect match at a low cost and save a life in the process, adoption is for you. I hope that in speaking today, I have convinced at least one of you to get involved volunteering at your local shelter, or persuade one of you of the benefits of adoption so that the next time you decide to add a member to the family, you choose adoption.